almost 20 to 2 on Thursday. Anybody watching? How you doing? How you been? I had an interesting conversation with my Ontario Works worker just now. The last few years, they haven't been doing their checks on their clients. Usually here in Ontario, if you are on assistance, they used to do checks. I think it was like every 6 months, every 3 or 6 months, something like that, where you would go in to meet with your worker and they would go over all your information, right? Make sure everything's up to date, whatever. And then they would, you know, are you working? If not, you know, let's get you into some programs to help you, you know, get a resume or get some, you know, skills or whatever, right? And I have not been in to see a worker. Jesus fucking Christ. These guys are here cutting down those trees again and I can't see a fucking thing. We're gonna pull out and hope for the best. There we go. It's fine. So she called me. Well, I came home yesterday and I had this note. That basically said I had an appointment set up for today at 1:30. But the way that it was worded was like we had spoken and agreed to it and I knew about it and I didn't. So I had called her like immediately when I got in the house yesterday and left a voicemail. She was either done for the day or whatever, busy. You know, letting her know, look, I just got this note. I know nothing about it. It's news to me. I'm working tomorrow and I have no idea what time I'm done. But I'm off on Friday if you have the time or whatever. Like, I can come in Friday morning or whenever the hell you want. Like, it's all good. So she called me today while I was at work. And let me tell you, she's a quick one, this one. She doesn't bother to leave me voicemails. She knows. I very rarely check my voicemails, okay? I am not the best at phones, okay? I hate being on the phone. So when she didn't get a hold of me, she immediately sent me an email because I check my emails. I have them synced to my phone, so I get the notifications like immediately. And so she sent me an email. What are you doing, bro? Okay. You know, just saying that, you know, that was fine that I couldn't come in, but to give her a call, you know, before 4 o'clock today. So I called her from in the van and we're talking and she's like, we just need to go over your information, make sure you're up to date, blah, blah, blah. But we need to get together like toward the end of September, because they have new programming and stuff in place, so they need a sit-down talk. And I was like, okay, that's fine. I said, but I don't know what time I'm done work, and I can't talk to you on the phone right now. Like I'm at work. Being in the van is me being at work, like being in my office, and I've got 2 other people sitting there, and it's, you know, nobody's business. So she laughed. She's like, that's fine. I said, but my boss pipes up and she's like, you're done. We're done. Like, we just finished the last place. I'm taking everybody home. I was like, oh, well, okay. So my worker's laughing. We are so confused, aren't we? What are we doing? Come on, Kia. There we go. Good job. Good job, Kia. Oh, we almost got snowed by a Honda. Jesus Christ. Well, that sucked. So, My worker's laughing. And I said, listen, I can call you back in like 20 minutes. We can have a conversation. So that's what I did. And the good thing is, what I'm kind of excited about, hang on.
May I help you today?
Yes, can I get an extra large double, please?
Sure, anything else?
That'll be all. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah, what I'm kind of excited about is she was asking me a whole bunch of like mental health stuff, right? And I said, listen, Linda, I have been trying to get in to see somebody for a couple of years now. Probably like 3 years now. I said, I went to the one that I was referred to. I can't even remember who referred me. I think I just kind of walked in and went, help me. But they only give you, no, it was through Ontario Works. I didn't speak to my worker about it. My worker wasn't available. So I just said, look, any of you can refer me. Just friggin' refer me. But you only get like 3 or 4 sessions, and the first counselor, and it's just counseling, it's not like psychiatry or anything. The first gentleman that I spoke to was fantastic, and we hit it off and we understood each other, and I felt very comfortable with him, and it was great. And then when I went back for my next appointment, he'd fucking retired. He'd given my notes to the new guy, but the new guy, he stroked my fur backwards, and he did a lot of the, you know, nodding and shaking of the head, and, you know, I mean, zero feedback. He seemed very uninterested, and I just didn't bother going back. But she said that there was other avenues that we could take. And I said that would be great if you could send me like a list or whatever you've got. Hang on. Hi.
There you go.
Thank you so much, sir. You have a great day. Yeah, I would like to shop around because I will not go back to that place. That, and I had a really bad time with the, I don't know, we'll call her secretary there. She was a raging bitch. I did not like her at all. Massive hypocrite. Yeah. Nope. No, thank you. No, ma'am. So, I'm gonna take a little drive. So I'm truly kind of excited about that because my sleep, I won't say it's non-existent, but it's definitely not restful. And I'm very anxious all the time, and like, yeah, I am wound so tight. And I've just always been a very anxious person, right? But when there's other things going on, it starts me spiraling, and then the insomnia, and yeah, it's a lot. A lot of times I can deal with it, but you know, eventually there just comes a breaking point, and then I'm useless for like a week, which is where I was getting at with when I first started with the job that I'm at now. And I had to, within a few months of working, I was under a year, I had to go down to like, I think I went down to like 2 days a week of work, because any little thing that went wrong, like if I fucked up doing something, or if I missed something, or, you know, whatever, any little thing like that, I just absolutely would just have a complete and total meltdown, like just a total panic attack, and just flip the fuck out. And I didn't want to lose my job. I didn't want to get fired. Like, if it's not working out, it's not working out, but I didn't want to get fired. You know what I mean? A mutual, it's not working out, but, you know, put me down for a reference. I wanted to keep that reference. I want to keep that door open, right? So I just had a very honest conversation with my boss one day and said, listen, like, my head is not on. Like, you know, like, I would wake up every morning and have to, and just bawl my eyes out before going to work. You know, it was a lot. And I didn't know why. Like, there was no real reason that I could put my finger on for it. I'm sure there's a reason. There's always a reason. It's just, I couldn't put my finger on it, right? So, I was losing my patience, which I have very little of anyway, but, you know, I didn't want to fuck shit up, right? So, she was very cool about it, put me down to 2 days a week, and I got myself into counseling, right? And it was just an utter waste of my fucking time. So I just said screw it after a few months and asked to go back full time. You know, and I think everybody was a little concerned because I was wound very, very tight. But I said, listen, like, I'll do the best I can. And if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. Let me go. Like, I totally get it. I totally get it. Right. You know, I'm not going to go crying to any labor board or whatever. Like, I mean, I completely understand. Like, it is, I'll put it in writing. Like, it's fine. Right. You know, these people have always been very, very, they were so good to me, like, off the jump. Like, there was just no way that I was going to fuck that up in any way, shape, or form. So, and I made that very, very clear. So, I've been managing, but, again, I don't sleep properly. The sleep I do get is not very restful. Like, you know, I would like to have some restful sleep. Just saying. So we're gonna start working on that, which I am so thankful for. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, that's so good. So yeah, it was an interesting conversation today. I think I've spoken to my worker a couple of times since she's been put on my case, but I mean, it's just funny because, like I said, I've had like at least three workers in the last like 2 years. Which doesn't sound like a lot, I guess, but I mean, considering that for the longest time, I had one worker for like a good long while, like a really good long while, that I had a really good rapport with, and I didn't feel she was holding information. Like, if I asked a question, I got a direct answer, whether she could help me or not. Like, do you know what? Like, I didn't feel like she was holding back information from me, or that I needed a secret keyword to get the information that I needed, which is a fact with some of these people. You know, you have to ask the right questions and use the right verbiage, and it is just ridiculous. If somebody's asking you for the help, you give them the help that you can. If you don't have that help, then you tell them that and maybe direct them somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But it's just mental, some of these government programs and how they help. Right? But it was a nice conversation. It was a very easy conversation. Sometimes you feel weird talking to these people. It was a very easy conversation. I said, you know, she says, well, I hope you don't mind coming in, blah, blah, blah. I know you're busy. And I said, listen, I would rather take the time off work, come in and see you and actually have a conversation in your presence. I do not fare well on the phone. I have the attention span of a gnat, okay? Like, she had to repeat herself to me a couple of times because I glitched. I'm like, I'm so, I totally phased out. I did not hear a word you said. What? I need to have you in front of me where I can see you. We can make eye contact and actually have a conversation. And then I'm going to retain what you're telling me. Over the phone, unless I write it down, good fucking luck. I hate being on the phone. I hate it so much. And she laughed. She said, yeah, a lot of people are like that. It's good. Good. So I immediately texted my boss when I got off the phone with her, and I gave her the date that we set up and everything. You know, and I said, if it doesn't work out, let me know. I can rearrange it. But, you know, this is sort of the tentative date that I have. And I told my worker, if you hear back from me, then, you know, we need to change the date. If you don't hear from me, then it's all good. We're good to go for the date. So we are a go. Thundercats are go. And then tomorrow I'm off. So, weather permitting, I'm going to pump out the remainder of water that's in my pool. It's just, I just left enough in the bottom of the pool so that, because we've been having these storms, that the wind wouldn't flip it or blow it or rip it or whatever. So it might take half an hour, 45 minutes tops to pump out the rest of the water that's in there. And then I can, you know, start taking it down, hose it down a little bit, because I'm sure there's some junk in the bottom. It's fine. And get it all put away. Although I might have to cut my lawn first, at least the front lawn. Because she's looking kind of ratty, and I know once I put the pool away, there's no way. It's going to be wet and whatever, so yeah, we'll see. Lots to do tomorrow. Lots to do tomorrow. I got to get a hold of the uniform place that I got Monkey's school uniform stuff from, to find out how to return these pants. The one pair of pants are way too big. You could fit 2 monkeys in that thing. Holy crap. So I want to return those, and then they'll refund me, and then order another pair, a size or 2 down. So he'll have the 1 pair of slacks for the first week of school, and he might have to wait another week or so for the second pair of pants to come in. But I'd be surprised, because I made that original order like last Wednesday or Thursday, and they were here on Tuesday, like, or on Monday. They were here on, I was told Tuesday, they were here on Monday. Like, I mean, that was like lightning fast. I was so surprised. Pleasantly, but surprised nonetheless. So, I don't know. I might have lucked out. I might have to wait a little bit longer now that, you know, you get the stragglers making their last minute orders. So, that's fine though. He can make do for now. A week or so won't kill him, you know. So yeah, what else do I gotta do tomorrow? I'm gonna take down the pool and mow my lawn, see about returning those slacks. I gotta do my hair. Oh my god, I want to bleach it out. I want to do this silver so bad. Tonight I'm gonna shave my head, because this is way too, like, I can actually grab it, pull it now. We gotta, it's gotta go. And then Saturday, my buddy's gonna come over and help me put together those 2 side tables that I ordered. I ordered side tables for the boys, like 2 weeks ago now, maybe. And it was going along swimmingly until I got to putting the drawer slidey part together, and it's all through pictures. There are no written instructions, and the pictures do not make sense to me. So I need help. So he's going to do one, and I'll copy off him and do the other. And it should go much faster. And then I can get those out of my living room. Because I've not been able to properly clean my living room. I've got furniture pieces all over the goddamn living room. And I gotta cut Monkey's hair this weekend too. Monkey needs his back to school haircut. I almost completely forgot about that. My friend was telling me that her granddaughter was getting her hair cut today or tomorrow or something for back to school. I was like, I totally forgot about the back to school haircut. Damn it. So hopefully I'll get a day over the weekend where I can take him outside and do it. I much prefer to cut his hair outside. I don't want all that shit in my house. I've done 1 or 2 haircuts in the house since I had all my floors redone, and I just don't want the hair back in the house. Once you get it in the house, that's it. It's there. You're not getting rid of all of it. So, bleh. You don't want it. But anyway, I'm also going to sit down, I'm hoping, maybe Sunday since I'm off on Monday, and do another movie reaction. I've got like 4 pre-done and ready to go. So if there's nothing better to do Monday night or Sunday night, then that is what I'll do. I have a list. And those reactions go up every Friday. So if anybody has any suggestions that they want to see me react to or whatever, and it doesn't have to be movies. I mean, I don't care. Music, whatever, videos, whatever. I don't care. Yeah, put the suggestions in the comments. I'll be more than happy to add it to my list. But anywho, I'm going to boot. We're over the 20-minute mark. So anybody watching, thank you. I appreciate you. Remember, my video tomorrow is a pre-filmed reaction video. So I will not be posting anything new until probably Sunday. Saturday might be a no filming day because crazy busy. So take care of yourself. Have a great weekend, and we'll talk later.